Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another TGIF Talks, episode 55. I'm your co-host, Dr. Sheep. Today I'm joined by my co-host, Chrono Kyle.
The host.
Oh my god.
Your co-host.
And more on Will when we get back from the intro. If I could bother to turn the sound bar on. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Joke's on me.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
And they're always glad you came.
And we're back.
Yeah.
So, Will, he's not on my probation, but he is on not legal probation. He's on his parents' probation because, well, he bullied a kid. Well, he was a part of a gang bullying of a child.
You bully him, he bullies other people.
That's not my... No,
You're a bad influence.
According to my dad, he helped his friends try and pull the kid into the bathroom. Apparently that's all he did. Now, they never pulled the kid in the bathroom, but of course they had him on camera. Now, I'm like, now listen, this kid is known to snitch. So I'm like, first of all, why did you pick on somebody who's a known snitch? Second of all, how does this kid not have stitches by now?
Yeah.
But whatever,
Dang it. Right when he gets off probation, he does something like that.
Yeah, right when he gets off probation, goes to a party, and then is gone. So then he's gone, and then he then gets in trouble, so he misses another podcast.
When he said I got in trouble in the group chat, I swear I was like, did he just get COVID? Because he's like, I just got in trouble, and we're like, wait, what?
I didn't think he had COVID. I was just like, what did you not do for my dad? Oh, no, he didn't do anything. He just was a part of a bullying scheme. But here's my thing. Okay? The reason why this kid gets picked on is because he's a snitch. If he went to the guidance counselor and talked about it with the guidance counselor told him to stand up for himself, the bullying would stop. Instantaneously. It would stop. If he just grew a backbone and stood up for himself. But he doesn't stand up for himself. He instead goes and cowers behind the administration. Well, the administration is just going to put these people on suspension. We're just going to make the bullies mad. We're just going to make them want to hurt him even more. So, I formalized a plan.
Please don't do the plan.
So, we get two big goons and myself.
So, Reverend and Rooster.
Rooster's not a big dude. Both my roommates are bigger than Rooster.
I think Rooster could take him.
I have no idea who this child is. But yes, we get the Reverend and maybe Collagen.
Okay.
He's not on there. We'll have to add him. Anyways, we get the Reverend, huh?
We do need to add him. We have a lot of room on the stuff.
We'll get the Reverend and Collagen together. And we'll go and we'll walk into the school and I'll just tell him, yeah, I'm the assistant. I'm the principal's new assistant, okay?
You're the
So I'm gonna.
superintendent.
I am Dr. Joel's assistant. So, anyways, walk in there, and I'm gonna go to the classroom that I know he's in for that time because inside sources. Open the door, and the teacher's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I need to speak with so and so." They're like, "Who are you?" Oh, I'm the principal's new assistant. I was just hired this morning. He needs to speak with him. So, oh, okay. So brings the kid outside. College and the Reverend is staying there in like all black with sunglasses, and he's just like, "What's going on?" And I'll be like, "Grab him." They grab him, we'll take him to the bathroom, and put that little boy on his knees.
No.
Now, I'm going to walk up to him like this. Take off my mask. Spit in his face. Put my mask back on, because we're safe here. Especially when we're roughing people up. Even though this is the mafia. We're safe about these things.
This is a bad idea.
And it's like, listen. You know the saying, snitches get stitches? That's you. A snitch. My fist is a stitch. Now, you can either A, stop snitching, talk to the guidance counselor like a grown-up person, and stand up for yourself, or I will continually return here and beat you up.
Oh my god.
Here's your options. But you're going to get beat up today anyways. We're in a bathroom. You know what happens in bathrooms? Waterboarding.
No, you can stop.
Boy, start the toilet. Plunge his head in a few times. Maybe I'll even take a dump before I do it. Give him pink eye.
You're gonna kill the kid.
We're not gonna kill him. We're just gonna kick him in the nuts, kick him in the stomach a few times, and
That's gonna kill him.
it's not gonna kill him.
Fine, he just won't breathe anymore.
He'll be able to breathe as long as he doesn't get corona from his pink eye.
He's gonna get poop up his nose.
It's just pink eye, okay? Anyways,
God.
after we've roughed him up and we've plunged his head,
Roughed him up. Just a little roughing.
we pull his head out of the toilet,
God.
and he's fatigued and tired, and my goons are still holding him. I'm gonna look him in the eye and be like, "You do as I ask, or I will return. And next time, I won't be so nice." And then we'll throw him against a wall and we'll walk out.
Oh my god.
We'll literally pick him up and just go 1, 2,
This isn't-
3, whoosh,
I don't think this is a good idea.
into a wall.
This isn't a good idea. You shouldn't do that to a child.
It's perfectly fine.
You know, that's.
You gotta wear a
child-
ski mask too if you're
No.
gonna do this.
No. No.
Doesn't matter. What's he gonna do? Now, he might be able to call the police. That's why it's like, I can't lay a finger on him. But my goons, maybe not Reverend and college him, but 2 stand-ins, some seniors that are there, can do this, and there will be no repercussions whatsoever. Kids, bullying is bad. Don't
As
do
you
it.
say, you're gonna bully a kid.
We're not bullying him. We're asserting dominance, which is what he needs to do. If you're being bullied, please tell your guidance counselor, not your damn teachers. Because all the teachers are going to do is report it, get those kids in trouble, which is going to make them mad and make you come after you more. You go to the guidance counselor, you talk about this, you have the guidance counselor build up your confidence, and you go and you stand up for yourself. And the minute you stand up for yourself, like, I'm not taking your crap anymore, they're going to stop bullying you. That's all it takes. All it takes. My psychologist told me, literally all it takes is to stand up for yourself.
Okay.
So, now that that's over with, how was the past 2 weeks for you?
Freaking stressful as hell.
It's finals weeks.
Yeah, I'm freaking stressed. I have a final essay due Monday night at midnight.
Essays.
All the while, I am working all week because of Thanksgiving.
It's not gonna work where I work.
Tuesday, I have to turn in my rental books. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Because there's so many cases at the university.
I already went and sold mine.
I'm gonna do that like the earliest time I can. I'm gonna show up to university like Tuesday morning and get it over with because I don't want to be in a line with people.
I already turned mine in. You could just mail them in.
No, I think I passed the deadline.
Or you could just... No,
No.
not for mail-in.
No, it's fine. Tuesday, I don't think I have a final. Wednesday, I do have a final. Then for some reason, Thursday, I have an assignment that's due. Now, one assignment is like you just have to turn in your notebook but you have to, because of COVID, you have to just take pictures of it. But then he had the audacity to add a brand new assignment. So I have to have this brand new assignment due Thursday. I'm like, it's the end of the year. Why are we doing this? So I'm mad.
That is puzzling.
I don't like it. And we were in our Zoom lecture, and he bugged out the last 5 minutes of class, and we all stayed, but we were just going off because he called us like disappointments because like it's my poetry class, and he's like, 2 people were presenting, and these 2 people were presenting, and they had the same person they chose, and no, that's not why he called us disappointments. He's like, I don't think this person is a poet. I don't see this person as a poet. Probably because the person is on Instagram, but is an Instagram poet, but is already critically acclaimed. She has like 2 books. So she's just.
But she's not dead.
I don't know why. But anyways.
You're not a poet until you die.
Anyways, he doesn't think she's a
Same as a
poet,
writer.
and he was like going off about it, and then he bugged out at the end of the class, and all these people were in the class were like, you know how mad I am for saying that?
Mm-hmm.
They were just like really mad at him.
Well, he angered a bunch of liberal arts students.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
He was being a hypocrite because he said, even though you guys don't think you're poets, I still think you guys are.
What?
And then like he's like, no, I don't think this person's a poet. I'm like, dude, the hypocrisy.
Wait just a minute here. That's like our old art teacher. She's like, you're not an artist until I say you're an artist. And I'm like, whoa. All right.
It's funny.
She did not like children.
I had a teacher like that. I don't think she liked students. I felt bad. It's like,
No, there's children and there's students. Students are fine. Children are annoying.
that's my whole entire senior class. Bunch of children.
There's difference between children and students. Students are students. They're studious. They're great. Children are children. They're annoying. Irritants. Anyways. Well, that's unfortunate for you. So Thursday, I roll up and I'm like, okay, cool. I got one class in the morning. I had an assignment, so I quickly finished that. I turned that in. I went, ate lunch, discussed that assignment with some two people that were in that class because they could not figure out how to do questions 1 and 2 of 3. And I had to explain to them how to do that. And then upon completing that, I went home, took my finance test, got an 88. My final grade in the class, 88.4. So I was like, alrighty, we're done with that. I then proceeded to do my cooperative test.
Mm-hmm.
Because my roommates were taking a test at the same time. And I'm like, cool, I'll do my cooperative test. It's 10 questions plus a bonus question. Open note, open book, no time limit. So it's basically just an assignment.
I love those. Those are so much fun.
It's basically an assignment. It's 10 questions, short answer. So you fill them out, turn it in. Don't know yet. And then my roommates were done. So I'm like, okay. So then my roommates finished. I went into my roommate's room to go take my developmental economics final because I was like, might as well bang all 3 of these finals out this day. Nope, couldn't take it until Friday morning. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I then filled out a YouTube schedule, which I sent to everybody as a final for my entrepreneurship class. So I banged that out. The next day, I took the developmental economics final. Turns out I didn't know any of the answers. So,
oh, shoot.
Luckily, though, literally any answer I get will not lower my grade. A 0 will leave my grade the same.
I had that for one class. I was like, wait, I can get like a negative on this test and still be at an A.
Well, now, I'm not an A. I mean, I'll get like a 65, but that's a pass for me.
What class that was, though? What
But
class
literally,
was that?
I could get a score like I did in the last test, which was like a 43%.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the last test. It would bump my grade up from a 65 to a C minus.
Oh, I found out that
So I was like, all right.
I had a paper for one of my classes, and I did not know what to do for it. It's my Spanish like comprehension class, so we had to analyze a story that we had to find on our very own. Could not be in our textbook for class. Found a story from my last Spanish class. I was, you know what? I'll just use this because this story is easy. And I turned it in, and I got the results. I'm like 94. I'm like, I did not know what I was doing. I got a 94 on this. So now I'm just waiting for the presentation grade, unless that was already built into the to that 94. But I was like, shoot.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. And then for that developmental economics class, I went and filled out my yellow dig for the week. The professor, I was basically just thanking the professor for how great he was and how great the semester was. Even though you're like, you are about to fail your final. How is that? How are you saying that semester's great? It was a great class. I loved it. I had a fun time.
Are you
Partially
failing
because I
the
didn't have to
class?
try. What?
Are you failing the class?
No.
Then why are you saying this if you're gonna fail the final?
A 0 is failing the final.
Oh, even though like you can get a 0 and still pass the class.
Yeah, I have a 65.
No, you gotta try harder.
Why?
I'm at like all A's this semester again,
That's a lot of work.
except for one class. I barely had to try. 2 of them are web
You're also a sophomore.
2 of them are web conferences, and they're 300. No, they're not. They're 200 level classes, and I'm like, okay.
I'm taking 400 level courses.
That's your
not
fault.
trying in No, I'm a senior. I have to.
You're
I'm taking
junior.
400, 300 level courses, not trying, and I'm passing.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, who's the god here?
Well, let's see what senior year brings me.
Who's gonna end up making the most money in this house?
You're gonna buy the house? Please don't.
Anyways.
By the way, we can't build more houses on this property
Why?
because the stupid property tax thing. Because we're technically having like 2 houses, but only one of them's paying the property tax.
How are there 2 houses?
If you build another house on this property, you
Oh.
can't do it because you have 2 houses on one property, but only one property tax for the house. So you can't do it unless you have like a second driveway and you split the property. But even then, because of the way we bought the land, I don't think we could do that either. But why would you?
We're building a second house.
But then I was like, wait, if we build a tunnel connecting both houses, there's still one house, but they're connected. Does that still count, or is there like a distance limit? You know?
I'm pretty sure it technically. That's a good question.
Because like if the limit is like 500 feet, you could have like an above ground tunnel.
Skywalk.
You could
Made of
have
glass.
you could have like
That'd be cool.
you could have a connection between both houses. So technically, the houses are still connected. So it's still one house, but I think there's like a distance limit. Like you can have the houses have to be at least this far apart to be considered one house. So I want to say there's a loophole, but I haven't found the loophole yet.
Well, no, that's if 2 people are living there. If it's one person with 2 houses, it's fine. You just double the property. You just paying more property tax. It's perfectly fine to build a second house. You just can't have a second person
The
living
only
there.
problem is we had that geothermal right there, so
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
it's not in place yet. They have to let it settle.
But I mean, it's done. Are they done working in here too?
But
Are
no,
they-
they haven't started the inside part.
Oh, great.
They just done the digging.
Oh. Anyways, where was I going?
Finals. And
Right.
You're failing. You're passing barely, but
I'm
something.
going to pass anyways. Doesn't matter. Anyways, so then I have this test Monday morning. Can't get out of it. It's in person. I don't know why. It's on paper. I don't know why.
Ew.
She's psychotic. And here's the thing about that class. Even though I'm confident that I did well on the assignment, I probably won't do well on the assignment. I also turn in a presentation. I have no idea. So I'm like going into this test, not knowing what grade I need to get on this test, because it might not even freaking matter. She might fail me anyways.
Does she not like you?
No. She likes me. Because I'm the only person that answers her damn questions, because no one else will, because I don't know why.
Oh, it's that class.
So I'm the only person that answers the questions. Her assignments are stupid. And the questions she asks and how she asks things is so stupid. It's like, this is unnecessary. You're making this more work than it needs to be. Whatever. She's like, it's going to be the same as length as the last test, so 7 questions. And apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently it's going to have stuff from the previous test on it. And I'm like, so we're going to have 5 questions from this from the new section. Why? Like, actually why? She's like, it shouldn't take you any longer than the last test. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. That class is ridiculous. That's literally the only class I'm afraid I might actually fail because I have no idea what score I'm gonna get on this on this group project and on the last assignment. I have no idea. I hope I know by tomorrow, but probably won't.
Yeah.
Anyways, other than that, I'm gonna stroll into that because it's gonna be super easy, provided I actually know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing, but again, I need to see the assignment before I can assume that I know what I'm doing on this test. So if I get this assignment back and she's like, "No, you did this all wrong," well, now I'm gonna have to reteach myself it before I go to the test.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I need to know how I did on that assignment so I don't walk in and get blindsided by the fact, do something that I think is right, that I'm like, this seems to work, and then it's completely wrong.
And this is Monday morning.
Yeah. So I'm like, you need to let me know by freaking Sunday how I did the damn assignment.
Mm-hmm. What time?
Monday morning, like 10:30 or 11.
Yeah, that's not enough time.
Yeah.
Well, it's enough time, but it's not worth your while to reteach. If you had to reteach yourself, it's not enough time.
Son, you underestimate my ability.
I really do.
Everybody underestimates my abilities. They're just like, that's not enough time to reteach yourself something. You can't reteach yourself calculus in 20 minutes. Bet.
No, you can't.
Bet.
Phil can.
Me goes and does it. Damn it. Everybody underestimates my abilities. They're just like, oh, you can't do that. Why do you get, that's such a, you're going to get such a low grade. Goes and does it and gets a great grade. They're just like,
Didn't you, like,
I'm constantly impressed.
do that whole entire homework and got 100% and you barely tried?
What is that? What's homework?
It was that group assignment and you got 100%.
Oh, yeah.
They did nothing and you did all of it and
Yeah.
you barely tried.
I just turned it in, yeah. On the second group assignment, on the third group assignment, we got 100% as well.
And you didn't do anything because they said because you...
No. So
No, the second one.
So, okay, there were technically 6 group assignments.
Okay.
And how it works is you have an observational assignment and then a regular assignment. So the second observational assignment got 100. The third assignment, I didn't do anything. The second assignment, I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The third observational assignment, I submitted mine, went to work. My group members, specifically the girl in the group, she's just like, well, here's mine. I'll just use yours and modify it and turn it in.
Mm-hmm.
We got 100. So, great. The next one is it was assignment. Didn't know how to do any of the math. Told them, here's some of my short answers. She goes ahead, uses my short answers, doesn't modify them, uses my short answers because she liked the one where I mentioned Doctor Who. And well, also our teacher likes Doctor Who, so I guess that works out too. Yeah, I also realized I didn't break down the podcast. I just like, here, welcome to their podcast. I didn't break down the 4 parts, but whatever. Yeah, that's basically it. And then I guess I have a meeting with my mentor Tuesday, and I'm gonna keep milking out my my points on my card. So like Monday, I'm gonna get my lunch at the East Union, then get my dinner to take it to go,
That's right.
and then Tuesday get my lunch, and then also go back and get my dinner and take it home.
You had to use it before. Yeah.
I still have way more than I can feasibly spend this week, but that's fine. I might go to the C-store and buy some goodies.
Yeah.
I should probably do it.
C-store's expensive.
Not if you have the swipes like
Not
I do.
everyone has a dad that works at the frickin' university.
And his new wife,
Screw you.
who also works at the university.
The only thing that good happened to me from my education was being grandfathered into Lincoln. That was the only good thing that happened.
I don't think you want. I honestly, you would be better off going to Raymond Central.
Yeah, but like, I wouldn't have the better opportunity to have a Spanish minor. I would be like 2 classes behind on my minor.
Yes, but you would also have way more credits for literally everything else. You would have half your aces done.
But no, actually, I have like 1 ace left after next semester.
I know, but you could have had them, half of them done, over half of them done before you even stepped 1 foot into the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you could have had, like, a bunch of extra credits as well.
Your AP classes were easy, weren't they?
They're not AP. They were dual credit.
That's right. You guys have more options for dual credit. We didn't. Like, we had dual credit, but they were barely any.
Now, you would have had to take some ag classes, but I could have helped you with that, walked through it.
Yeah, I'll just give you the test.
Actually, no, you would have been... Unless... You wouldn't have had all the ag options like I did, because that advisor, that teacher left, and he had the ability to teach a bunch of dual credit stuff, and so you would have gotten screwed, because the new one, she was worthless. If you didn't have everything... If you didn't have all those kind of credits with him done before your senior year. But I guess your junior year? No, definitely your senior year, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then senior year, you could have taken speech, English, calc, which is... Calc is 4 credits, right there.
Oh yeah, I went out to take calculus. Yeah, I had to beg my teacher to pass me.
Yep, calc was 4
Last
credits. English was 3 credits. Speech was 3 credits. Mm-hmm. So that's 10 credits right there. Almost an entire semester.
Dang.
Done. I know I took some other classes my senior year, but...
Yeah. But I feel like LPS challenged us more.
For no reason.
For no reason. It was just... And... Like, there was no need for a competition, but there was but it was so competitive, and there was no need for it.
I'm going to argue high school is harder than college. Change my mind. It's more stressful.
I believe it.
Actually, yeah. I thought about it. Because you have 8 to 9 hours of classes every day.
Yeah.
You have extracurriculars. College, you have 4 to 5 hours per day, if that.
Yeah, I have like 15 credit hours, which is like 5 classes, which was like my senior year of high school. Actually, but last semester was so nice. I had 12 credit hours. I took the bare minimum because I took like 17 or 16 credit hours my very first semester of college, because I was living at the dorm, so I was like, well, I might as well take as many classes as I can. Moved back home, I'm like, screw that, I'm taking 12. It was worth it. Cause
see, everybody's like, oh my god, like 12 is like even some people are like 12 is a stress for them.
12 is nothing.
Then there's me. Took 18 2 semesters in a row. God. Now taking 16, which is stress for most people. For me, I'm like on a cloud. I'm just like waltzing into my classes, popping my crap down, sitting there like this. So what's up? Like, are you gonna take notes? No.
That was me.
The lot of person's like, you don't take notes. What are you doing here? I'm like, to listen.
That was me my second semester of college. It was 12 credits because I was like, I switched majors.
I would get so bored on 12 credits.
I got really bored.
I couldn't take 12
I
credits.
did nothing because that's when I went like practically full time at work. I'm like, hey guys, I'm just bored. Can you just work? Just give me as much work as possible.
So if I had 12 credits and 3 of those are like an Angler credit, I'd literally be taking 9 credit hours.
Yeah. And then when COVID hit, I had like 1 class.
I would have 3 classes.
I had 1 class when COVID hit with 12 credits because like 1 class we did nothing. All we did was working on our essay that was literally pointless. Another one, he was like, do this reading, turn it in. That's all you have to do. Then write an analysis of a movie. And my other class was just, here's the notes, write an essay. And then the last one was, how did the events of before 1877 influence COVID? I'm like, how did the two parallel each other? And I just wrote just random stuff about like inflation, something and something else, and somehow I passed the class. Somehow, because I went from like a B- to an A. I'm like, how is this possible? I was so lost. And then another class I had like over 100%.
So, one last thing here before I go Corona. people always point out, and like our little cousin, she was texting me, and I was like, you better get into the habit of studying. You can't be like me.
Oh yeah, she does not study.
I told her, you have to get into the habit. You can't be like me. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I never studied. I've never studied in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Got all A's in high school. They may be like, but you're not getting A's in college. I'm like, I don't need A's. I just need to pass.
Yeah, that's
it doesn't
one thing.
matter to me.
The dean's list just means nothing. It's nice to have, but it means nothing.
It'll look good on an application,
Mm-hmm.
but to be fair, if you hire me because I have good grades, you have a problem. You should hire me at what my abilities are.
The only thing they're looking for is like, do you have your bachelor's or do you have?
Can you be trained? Do you have the background we're looking for?
Yeah, that's all they're looking for.
I have background in sales. I have
Mm-hmm.
background in agriculture. I have a degree. I have the degree.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
knowledgeable on the stuff.
My history and science, well, science, depending on which one it was, but my history classes in high school never studied.
Oh,
Like, there was one day I had to go to the bathroom, came into class like 5 minutes when the test was already out. I studied for maybe, 2 minutes, and I got the highest grade out of everybody in the school. Out of like all 4 classes, I got the highest grade, and it was a 98. And I was like, and when my teacher told me this, he was like, you got the highest grade out of all the classes. I'm like, and I looked at him and said, you didn't realize I was in the bathroom for like 5 to 10 minutes when that test was out, and I had no notes with me, and like, really? I was like, yeah.
That reminds me of my advanced algebra final. I've told the story so many times. I got the highest grade in the school.
Because you took the longest.
I took the longest, but I aced it. Did it perfectly.
And you.
I don't think he was expecting anybody to do that test perfectly.
That one girl was like, "That's no fair."
She was so pissed.
Wonder what she's doing nowadays.
She's ugly and fat.
It's not the person you guys called Troll, was it?
No.
No.
You know Troll.
Yeah, I went to elementary school with her. And then she left, and I was like, oh, good riddance.
Yeah, then she came
her and her brother. Her brother would, like, crop dust people.
Oh, I hate that man. That man... Yeah, I think he got, like, arrested because he, like, threatened to, like, kill people or something.
Oh, my God.
Or, like,
I'm not surprised, but...
Or threatened to bomb a school or something. I don't know.
Shoot.